Saturday night. It's about to wrap up in about 25 minutes. Vanguardian News, Mahfouz Al-Qadir. Let's keep it real in America today. Let's keep it real. How many of you people out here are investing? How many of you are, investing, seriously investing some of your money? And what are your feelings about investing? Stock market, it goes up and down. Best thing you can do with the stock market is just leave your money in that you invest. You're going to have some high times and low times, the volatile times, and just got to be patient. You got these day traders, but that's what they do all day. But best thing you can do if you have money, 3,000 to 5,000, or if you're in a position to put 10,000 in there, put it in, leave it alone. Let it do what it do. Let it do what it do. Let it do what it does, which will go up. You'll have some good times, some not so good times, but you can't panic. You got to hold. And when it's low again, buy low, sell high. It's simple, but you have to have patience. And like I said, if that's some money you have, instead of resting in a bank, invest it. Revenue streams. You'd be surprised how much you make in a day. Thinking about, putting 10,000 or 5,000 down. And then you have a good stock market and, stock market is up. You have a good day. And you can parlay off that for a year or so. Add more money in while it's down. Get smart moves. So nothing wrong with that. All people have to do this. Think about extra, because if you just put in the bank, let's face it, it's not. I got 2 cents interest. I believe this last 6 months or quarter. That's nothing. So instead of it just laying around, make your money work for you. Moderately, whatever you can, give. Just buy your first option and see if you like it or not. But I suggest you leave it in there, and it'll do what it do. So that's one, way of going about things, and seeing if the revenue and everything you need to get off of it, and the paperwork. They always inform you of different things, so you're going to be updated. So no fear, just let it. You just got to be mindful. Don't take no big risk. You can be aggressive, but there's always that possibility that if it dips, then you lose a lot of money. So be sure what you're doing, and just do your own research. But still, you can go to the experts, and they can help you out. A lot, and put you up on game as well. So I'm no expert. I'm just saying that what I do, because I'm trying to hustle and make my money work for me, every little dollar. So if I can get a little bit back in what I invest, and I can see where I'm still coming out moderately ahead, even though it has some dips here and dips there, just ride it out. And I'm seeing the benefit of that. So I'm just mad I didn't get into it earlier. I just was not informed, informed, but just never, I don't know, maybe because, I was not, I didn't want to risk my money, I guess. So, but now that, I've gotten mature about my finances and credit, I want to, do some investing and for my kids, leave something for them, and for the future, for the most part. So that's what I'm doing. And like I said, I'm not an expert. I didn't, I look at the stock shows like everyone else who's invested, but I got the apps and I just try to get some intel here and there that, look out for some tidbits that they might throw your way. You know, it's like some people say, well, it's like gambling. Well, it's a risk, but you got to be willing to just think where you want to go financially, and just might be a risk worth taking at this point. So I'm all about being self-made, man, and I'm trying my best to be in a more financially independent um, situation. So for me, it's just I'm doing what I got to do on the fly to educate myself and also try to put myself in the best position to win at the end of the day. So I think that's what it's all about. I don't want to fail, so I'm going to stay, regardless of anything in my life. If I want to talk about my history, I want to delve deep, take a deep dive into it, get all the research and search for the facts, and and read these books and comprehend them and use them as reference points whenever I'm in doubt about something, or I want to rebuke, or not necessarily rebuke, but I just want to kind of get some more information on. And so that's important too. Our history as a people, we have to stop letting someone else tell our history, because when we do that, it's kind of detrimental. A lot of things we didn't learn in school, as far as our true history, our true history as Americans, Black Americans, Moors, people who want to call themselves Black. But as far as I'm concerned, it's all about my nationality and my true nationality as a Moorish American in this land, America. So it's part of me. It's in my blood. It's in my soul. It's in my spirit, and I take it serious. So, but I'm humble. I'm eager to learn different cultures, to kind of navigate or merge, but still holding firm to my core values as a naturalized Moorish American in this country. So that's my whole thing, and that's why I get back to we as a community have to take our history and learn our history and tell our story, and not get fixated on someone else's story regarding us. That's nice, but we have to really get engaged with that history and use that history to better our future. I'm a firm believer in that, and a lot of it stems through a lot of religion. So I know where my heart lies, and that's the Most High, and I'm going to follow and lead in a sense, in a righteous way and in an upright way, and do everything I can to represent myself and my family in a good light, an honorable light, in the eyes of Allah. So, I try to work on myself every day trying to get a download of the course of a day and kind of decompress. But, and just learn. What did I learn today? Just throw some thoughts, throw some thoughts in my head and just kind of navigate those thoughts and just dissect them. How could I be a better human, man, Moorish American, father, husband, the whole nine? So, coworker, colleague, neighbor, citizen. So that's where I'm at. That's where the zone I'm heading and what I've been in lately. And I like my space. I like the space that I am right now. Coming off the loss of my mom a year ago. And of course, you just mourning and just thinking, reflecting. But I'm inspired by the people out there, subscribers, and just conversation and thought, and just being free, and try to free my emotions, my mind, and keep my composure at all times, and just walk through life and enlighten others, and just listen to people and engage, get a basically a breather, and just inhale the city a little bit, get a good intake of it. So I'm looking for the words to say. It just right on the tip of my tongue, but I just couldn't, let it come out. That it just wouldn't come out right as I wanted it. But just kind of absorb the city, so to speak, in that realm. But I'm here, man. Saturday night, I'm about 10 minutes away from midnight. But man, it's just a lot of things that you look at, as far as especially in the politics and what government is doing and policies and the whole abortion issue, and now it's more or less states enforcing these abortion laws and stuff like that. So just one of many issues and initiatives across this country. We still have the lie, the January 6th lie, or saying the election was stolen. And then you have the January 6th committee and what's going to come about that. With his Merrick Garden, what is he going to do? I mean, what is there any more indictments? I know they're investigating, but it's been tumultuous, to say the least. So we'll get through it, whatever it is. You got threats on government, FBI officials, and because Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate was raided and by the FBI. And you had that incident in Ohio where a gentleman shot at with a nail gun, fled, and then I guess he was put down by the cops there, or the FBI authorities, in that situation. So there's a lot of fervor on both sides of the political spectrum. And with that, you still have Joe Biden passing his what do you call it? The inflation bill, health bill, environmental bill, climate control bill. And we'll see what that will do. But gas prices are going down. I still don't feel it because I got to get the premium gas. So we just got to make through, man. I mean, some places are doing, they're maintaining, I guess. Like in this area, we're maintaining when we're continuing to keep doing what we're doing. In Washington, D.C., I mean, the city don't miss a beat. It just operates every day. But we do recognize there are people that are in need of some assistance. They have, kids and they have a limited income. So we'll see if that directly touch Americans in those situations. And I want to see how my life improves with this new bill that they signed into law. So we'll see, man, because there's a lot of, to me, smoke and mirrors. You still have to follow the money. I know they gave the tax in that bill. I don't know if they trimmed it down, but initially they gave the IRS earmarked for $80 million. Now, is that to go after the rich and make them pay their fair share of taxes? Or you still want to mess with the little people on the totem pole, threatening them? That's what I have a problem with. People trying to make it, man. You know what I'm saying? So you're eating their paycheck up, but the rich sets this number of where they're fine with taxes and they have made $1 trillion and they're paying maybe $1 million or $2 million in taxes. That's crazy. So that's just my spill on that. I could be wrong, but that's just the way I feel. And because we're getting taxed on everything. You got gas tax, alcohol tax, cigarette tax, snack tax, state tax, retail tax, local tax, federal tax, tax on the income. Then you got to pay more taxes if they feel that you made this certain amount of money, which you have to pay another tax by being at that number that you are. So it could be very overwhelming for families or individuals who's out here grinding every day, working long hours, subpar pay in most cases, because if that's the case, they wouldn't have to work all these long hours. So they're not even getting they got to do 2 jobs. Most Americans are working 2 jobs. Got to hustle. And then still trying to maintain some other type of revenue to come in, to streamline in. So some type of cash flow. You have to. You got to make the bills meet. You got to meet the bills. So this is where we at. So I don't have, time for people who are being selfish, because we got to help each other out, help our brothers and sisters out, man. You never know. I know I'm a big believer charity starts at home, and you got to make sure your home is tight before you can kind of earmark any type of money towards any type of charity or whatever. But you still have to, you still should be doing that, because we waste so much. So you can find it in your heart to, whenever the opportunity presents itself, if you can help an individual out, do it. Do it from the goodness of your heart. Just help them out. He or she, whoever. So, but the ones that really need help, you have so many people playing games out here, being homeless, and they're aggressive. It's not the homeless people, but there's a lot of actors out here too. Let's be real. So messes it up for a lot of people. But I'll stay consistent and try to help people out. So, but anyway, I'm about to be off this. Yeah, we're coming up on 12, so I gave you 20 minutes, like I said, and that's really longer than I normally, be on here. But just talking, just having a conversation. Peace out. Have a blessed one. Peace.